Okay, this is Matt from Tooth and Nail Armory. We've got a little bit of a cutaway lower here, kind of give you an idea on what hammer disconnector trigger interface looks like. We make our own trigger. We have a couple available. One is just our basic standard trigger like you see here. Drop-in conversion kit to replace your factory trigger. Should lower your pull weight by about 3 to 4 pounds. A little bit better reset, a little more crisp break. We also have a JP roller trigger that we install. If you want a lighter weight trigger, we can get those down under 3 pounds. For you competition shooters, if you want a lightweight trigger on your shotgun. So just a little bit to kind of show you how the trigger works, the disconnector hammer interface here. Try to get it where you can see it, but this is the hole up there where the disconnector is. Here's your portion of the trigger that interfaces with the hammer. So, alright, the gun has been fired in this position. So you rack the slide, the bolt carrier pushes back the hammer to cock it, and you can see down here where it jumps over the sear on the hammer, and that's where it stops there. Obviously when the bolt comes back, it goes all the way down. You can see it just misses the disconnector there. As the bolt comes forward, it comes back up, and look right here, it connects, and that's what holds your trigger. When you fire, then obviously it just drops it off of that step there. So then you've fired the gun. Most people are not quick enough to let off the trigger before it recoils and resets again. That's where your disconnector comes into play. So the gun's been fired, comes down, hammer resets, engages the disconnector right there, and then you can see it's held back. As you let off the trigger before you reset, you'll notice it drops off of here and catches back onto the trigger portion, or the sear portion of the hammer. Some people get what they call hammer follow if you have a problem with your disconnector and hammer interface right here. If your disconnector is not engaging when the trigger's back, then the hammer, as you can see, this is not engaged here on the sear, and so that's when you get hammer follow, because your trigger is down and the hammer just comes back like that. If your disconnector is working properly, see it catches right there, and that's how it works. So I need to put a little oil on this trigger. It's just dry, no grease or anything on it. Just put it in here for this demonstration. So that's basically how your hammer disconnector trigger interface works on an AR-15 or the MKA 1919 shotgun. Again, this is Matt, Tooth and Nail Armory. Hope that gave you a little bit of insight on how a trigger hammer disconnector interface works.